Hello my friends foreigners, that's me, Robbie from AccentAdventure.com, and currently I'm having my evening coffee. Cheers my friends. Coffee keeps me going, by the way, and I'm still doing my 50 American phrase acquisition mission, and tonight I'm on the phrase number 38. And tonight's phrase is what felt like, and you can actually put different various prepositions in front of the phrase, so you get phrases like in what felt like, or on what felt like, or at what felt like. It all really depends on the context, right? And this phrase can be used when you want to describe whatever it is that you're talking about, right? When you want to describe it in a finer detail, right? And here's a typical example. A long time ago, in what felt like another lifetime. And this is actually a typical context for this phrase, you know, in what felt like a completely different era, or completely different lifetime, or a completely different planet, you know. Basically, when you find yourself in a situation where you find yourself in surroundings which are completely out of place, you know, something completely unusual, then you say, and I was there in a place what felt like a completely different planet, you know, completely different country. It was just downtown New York, but it felt like completely different country, you know. I couldn't have ever imagined that New York City could look like that, because I'd never gone out of my comfort zone, right? And actually this was a typical example. Again, this was the second example, and what was the first one? You see, I'm so bad at maintaining my thread of thoughts, because I keep veering off the main subject the whole time, you know. It's an advantage in certain situations, because by and large we are actually required to improvise when we speak with other people, you know, and being able to come up with different subjects to talk about and just speak for minutes and hours on end is a good quality to possess, you know what I mean? But in a lot of these videos I just keep forgetting what the main storyline of the video was. Then I just keep talking about new things, and I just jump from subject to subject. So some of you guys might find it a little bit irritating. But anyway, if we go back to the original subject, the typical context for this phrase was a long time ago, in what felt like a completely different lifetime. Basically, a long time ago, and then the phrase what felt like comes in handy to describe what it felt like. In what felt like a completely different lifetime, you know. And let me think of another example, but before that I'll have another sip of coffee. Excuse me, my friends, but I really need some help from Mr. Caffeine, for the simple reason that I've been very busy at work. I get up very early, 5:45 a.m., you know, because I had to record the first video of the day. But I'm still going strong. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. This mission is actually very exciting, even though it's very challenging. But it's a great experience, right? And about 3 weeks ago, what felt like another lifetime, if I'm looking back at it now, right? I started the 50 American phrase acquisition mission, and I'm 3/4 through the mission now, but it literally feels like another lifetime, because I've gotten so used to making these daily videos now, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, that I just can't actually imagine my life without them. And when the mission's over and I've all those 50 videos done, I'll probably feel at loose ends to a certain degree, you know, because it's part of my life, and you actually get used to things quite quickly, you know. A couple days into doing a particular thing makes it your routine, and that's what I am. I'm a typical routine person, and if I've been doing something day in, day out for a few weeks, this mission is supposed to last for 25 days. It's going to take me a couple more days, right? But anyway, it doesn't matter. Now it starts feeling as if I've never known different. You know, I've never known any different, and I've been making these videos for years. But anyway, I hope that this video paints a clear picture on how to use the phrase "what felt like." And if you are having the question, why didn't I choose the phrase to say "what feels like?" It's for the simple reason that you would most likely use this phrase when talking about past events. It's simple as, because it's very handy for retelling some past events, and then you tell that person you're speaking with that whether time was complete, what felt like completely different lifetime, or the place was totally different to what you're used to nowadays, you know, in what felt like a completely different country, you know, from the example about downtown New York. And yeah, that's when it comes really handy when talking about past experiences. And from now on, it's part of my active vocabulary as well. Alright, thanks for watching this video, my friends, and see you soon again. Bye bye.